Our topic for today is the breakdown of our recording title with Dance Monkey. So the first thing you need to do is to know the BPM, the beat per minute. So here we already assigned that this one is a 98 BPM, so you have to edit and then put some BPM that matches its song. By the way, this song is a revival song, so you don't have any source for this one. Second thing is to record the keyboard. So by the way, why I am doing this one, because I am a producer, of course, I have to do the first move. So I assign the BPM into 98 beat per minute and then record using the keyboard. The metronome should be played also along with the beat. So for example, this is the metronome. Tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you've already signed the BPM, so you can now start recording the keyboard. Let's see. The third one is to record the bassline. Of course, in our group, J5 group, I am a keyboardist and a bass. Again, we have to follow the 98 beat per minute. So it looks like this. Alright, so we already have recorded the keyboard and then the bass line. The next thing is to record the vocals. So the vocal should be recorded along with the keyboard and then the bass line. Because here in Saudi, Jubail, we are a producer for this project. So we have to record now the vocals. So the same thing, you have to turn on the metronome so that you can have the beat.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. I take your hand, Nadi, and twist them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by.
So you have recorded already the three parts: vocals, keyboard, and then bass. So what do you do next is to export this one. So export this one as source file. So for example, Dance Monkey source MP3. It should be MP3 only because this is only a source file. So you have to export and then okay. So that file will be the source. You can hear only three parts, which is vocals, keyboard, and then bass line. So you have to send that file to the drummer so that he can record for his part, metronome. So now the next part is the drum. So by the way, the drum, it is my brother drum. He's in the Philippines, so I send the file, source file, which is the three parts: vocals, keyboard, and bass line. So that he can make a record for his part also. So this is now how it looks like.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. I take your hand, Nadi, and twist them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. Now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
That's why metronome is very important for audio recording, so that it has a perfect beat for your recording. That source file also, the three parts, which is bass and then keyboard and then vocals. After he finished to record for his part as drummer, so he will send his own file only. So only the drum track. So the drum track, it should be like this. Only the drum track. So he will send that one in a WAV file. Why WAV file? Because WAV file is richer in signal than MP3. So you know, if you will send that one in through internet, it will attenuate, and then it make a lesser audio signal. So for me, I experience WAV file is a great file for audio. So that if you can send that one, at least only lesser signal will be lost. So while MP3 file, so if you will send that one, of course, it will attenuate, signal will be lost. So the audio will be not richer. So after that one, the guitar also, our guitarist, which is in the Philippines also, he will record also his part together with the four parts: vocals, keyboard, bass, and then drum. So it should look like this, or I mean, you can hear this song.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, Nadi, and twist them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by.
So he will record using also the metronome. That guitarist will send also his own file only for his part only, like this. So he will send that one for me in WAV file. So now, already completed all the parts. So what I'm doing now is the effects and then the mastering and then the mixing of the audio. So we already have the vocals, keyboard, guitar, bass line, and drum track. Additional also for the brass section. So the brass section is only sort of additional. It should like this. It should be only additional. Anyway, it's up to you. So the next, we already completed all the recording. Then what should next? In mixing, you have to go to this part in the mixer section in Adobe Premiere. So it should like this.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine.
So in mixing, the first thing to do is to balance all the audio. So first thing, you have to mute the vocals only to hear all the rhythm section. By the way, in audio mixing also, be sure that your master volume should not reach at the red peak. As you can see here, there is some audio peak, but of course, I have to do something on it so that it will look nice to hear. So this is the raw file. So the raw file, no effects, no compression. That is a fresh recording. So by the way, I am not 100% professional in this, but this is only my experience, so I can share it with you. Maybe you can get something on me. I did not touch anything because this is my already my final mixing.
You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by.
Be sure in mixing also, it should be the vocal should be highlighted, so it should not be level in the rhythm section. The solution for this one is the compressing and then the effects. Here now we have to put some compression and effects.
Ooh, I see you every time. I know my I like your side. You make me wanna cry.
Then for the mastering,
See you then just one more time.
then for the devibrate.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh.
Why I use a devibrate? Because as we record these vocals, I'm using the mixer. So in the mixer, I did put some echo or effects on the mixer, which is not supposed to be. So when you are recording vocals, you should off all the effects, especially the reverb and the echo and whatever effects in that mixer. So that's why I use this effect to lessen down the effects of the raw file, which is the echo and then the reverb.
I never see anybody do the things you do, people.
So if you're happy for this one, then you could now proceed to the keyboard. Usually I use graphics, equalizer, multi-band compression, and then single band compression. So this is the raw. So the next one, and so on and so on, you have to put some effects, but we will not cover these effects because it's a really long time. So I just shown only my effects, which is this one: multi-band, single band, ozone, dynamic, and then etc. In guitar and keyboard, your equalizer will be to lessen down the bass. So you have to put some mid and high for this one, keyboard and guitar. Why? Because you already have the bass and then you already have the kick. So when you have to put that, when you put this one in high on a low, so it's gonna be not good to hear that song. The next one is the bass line. So this is my bass line. This one is already a low signal. Then for the drum track, you should have to put some kick on it. This is the raw. The raw. This is which with effects. See, it should be richer. But for me, it's depend on how you hear this audio. If you are satisfied with this one, then go for it. Okay. So by the way, I cannot easily mix this one properly because this one is already in a one track. So meaning, if you will change something on it, for example, you have to change the. I will show you. If you will have to change the bass signal or the low frequency, so the other things also will be affected because this is in one track. So be sure that your drum track is separated. That's why they have some option for that one in recording of drums using the MIDI. So you have to use the MIDI in order to record all the tracks. For example, track for different track for separate track for kick, separate track for snare, then so on and so on. But this one, the electric drum, it cannot be. Otherwise, you have to use the MIDI. So now you already have completed this one. So you have to export this one in WAV file and then put in the video timeline. In our video, we are separating recording that one. Separate for audio and then video. You cannot put it together because the importation of the file of video is different from the audio. The importation for video is MP3, which is more, the signal will be lost, while the signal for audio, it becomes richer. So we are using the WAV files. But when you have to edit this one, you have to replace that one in a WAV file. So only one file, it should be in the timeline on the video. Okay, so that's it. And then maybe in the future to record, or you can use this one as reference for recording.